What's up there, YouTube? Today I want to talk about pushing past boundaries, pushing past boundaries within yourself, limitations that you've given yourself, maybe in your home, in your relationships, in your job. And what I mean when I say pushing past boundaries, I'm not saying don't respect boundaries. Of course, respect yourself, respect everything around you at all times. But you got to push past the idea that limits you, whatever that idea that limits you may be. Sometimes that idea may be, well, I don't fit in with this group at the job, or I don't fit in with this culture at the job, so I'm not going to push a boundary within myself that says, hey, I am worthy to be here. I am everything that I say I am, to be here, to be qualified, to be in this position. This can look like a multitude of things. It can look like you seeing a job offer or opportunity and either A, deciding to apply, or B, not applying because you haven't pushed past that boundary within yourself, saying that, hey, I can do this job, I deserve this job, I know that I can hold my weight and hold my own in the interview process, and even past that, to build and sustain an organization, a company, a team, a home. You know, it's very important for us to learn how to get out of our comfort zones, to do the work, to grow past what we used to be or how we used to feel about ourselves. And this work may come in all different forms, and it will come in multiple forms, such as your health, such as actually working out, such as doing research on how to be a better professional, how to be a better husband, how to be a better man of Christ. It's not a easy process. It's not a process where you can just snap your fingers and things are going to automatically work. You have to work it. You have to churn it. Throughout your growth journey, you will have to say no a lot of times. You will have to make yourself a priority. You will have to make yourself so much of a priority to the point where you're not just giving away your very own resources. You're not giving away your money, energy, attention, and time to things that don't replenish you, that don't make you whole again. Oftentimes, you know, we can extend ourselves so much and be known for overextending ourselves, always being the one to help, always being the one to clean up, always being the one to stay after, whether that's a party or a football game or just whatever type of social activity that may take away from you putting into yourself to become a better version of yourself. This journey will have its own hurdles and setbacks, and you will encounter fear. And sometimes that fear is the fear of yourself. Sometimes that fear is the fear of the unknown. The fear of, am I really ready and capable of doing what I'm applying or setting myself out to do? You know, also that fear can come from being around the wrong people, people that don't necessarily see you as what you see yourself as, or don't really champion your vision or champion your success, whatever that may be. And when you have people that don't champion you or don't see you as that, or maybe downplay what you're doing, you can inadvertently not apply yourself to grow and do better, to do the extra work, to do the work that you have to do to grow, not just in your community, but in the communities and places that you're trying to have a hand in as well. It is a rough path to be on sometimes, because ultimately you love people and your family and your friends and people that you've come across in your life, but if you don't love yourself even more to bet on yourself, to say, I love myself enough to take these chances, to take these opportunities, you will never get there. And what you will find is you will hurt yourself and always sacrifice, not towards something, but for everything around you that really don't know how to champion you, that don't know how to put you in great spirits, that don't know how to put you in replenishment, rejuvenation. It's very vital that you find yourself to be around the perfect, and not perfect, but a better environment, an environment that may include trainings. It may include you actually using your own money to travel and visit certain companies or certain areas. This way you can, spark your interest a little more, and also spark this fire in you that says, you know what, I've been in these surrounding communities and environments, and I know I can be and contribute to this type of industry, or I can contribute to these projects, or I know that my art is great, and I can, add my take on, this textile, or my take on something that suits whatever it is that you're trying to do. If you're not careful, you can easily go tit for tat with people, and just in a materialistic way, whether that may be, well, I got a pool, you get a pool. Well, I got a truck, you get a truck. Well, I got a Corvette, you get a Corvette. And you can go tit for tat sometimes if you're not careful, because you're not living the life of how you want to live it. You're living a life based on ego and jealousy and, some type of weird behavior, where you're not solely focused on whatever life that it is you're trying to cultivate. You're not solely focused on creating the life that's personal. You're creating a life that's competitive, based on material objects, and not things that make you internally and spiritually feel complete. Throughout this journey, you may find yourself lonely, or just not necessarily lonely, but by yourself or aloof. And that's not necessarily because you don't know how to socialize, or don't know how to be with people. That's, when you're pursuing something that's great, when you're pursuing something that's great within you, that's personal within you, you don't need any disruption. You don't need disturbances. You don't need any outside noises that take you away from becoming a stronger version of yourself. You don't need something that's going to deplete your energy and really make you less focused than what you originally set out to do, or set out to become and be. You will experience a lot of discomfort from those around you, because in their mind, to some degree, they may express that you've changed and you have start acting funny, or I don't know what's up with you, and you ain't never did this before, and it's going to make it seem like you're telling them that there's something wrong with them. It's going to make it seem like you're telling the people that you love and associate with that I don't like you no more, when really it has nothing to do with them. It's just you've put yourself in more love of yourself. You put yourself in more love of your purpose and more love of your um, opportunities that you're trying to create for yourself and prosperity you're trying to build for yourself. And this is a pursuit. This is a climb. This is a voyage that you are taking. It's something that is exhilarating in a lot of moments, but at the same time, it's something that you can't luck your way to do it. You have to grow your way to do it. You have to groom and blossom your way to really transform. And although it may hurt some people, it may put people at an uneasiness around you, or even to call you or text you and really just, reach out, but it's something that you have to do in order to maintain this momentum that you're building for yourself, to maintain this resilience for yourself. And overall, you can't feel bad about it, because just like how you're living your life, other people are living their life, and they may accomplish what they're doing, and you probably won't if you don't start putting yourself first and saying no. And when I say put yourself first, I mean first, second, and third. I mean do it continuously. Don't think that I did it once and it's good enough. No, you have to put yourself every day that this is what I'm going to do. This is my goal. This is where I'm headed. And you will find yourself having so much faith and confidence. You will find yourself believing in yourself. You will find yourself looking healthier. You will find yourself having standards and having better high character and morals and values, because you see the product of what happens when you decide to do better, perform better. I know previously on my YouTube videos I told you guys about the books that I have written: $2 Way, A Promissory Note, and Married in the Backyard, and Displayer University. And like I said, they're all available on Apple Books. And with these books are really my way of not only healing, but manifesting and growing and watering myself to be a better version of myself, while also spreading that outreach that I want to do. I believe it's vital to learn how to grow and cater to yourself, and when you do that, you kind of know how to lead and coach other people around you. You know how to manage a team and manage something that's bigger than you. And like I said, to the outside looking in, from those that may want more of your time and energy and attention and money, it will be a shock. It will be something that you may get a lot of pushback. And you have to make sure that you're stern and firm on your boundaries, firm on your standards of being with people, standards of being with anybody, with yourself, and how you carry yourself, not only at home but in public, with any and everybody you encounter. So this way you don't revert back to anything that you used to do. You don't revert back to anything that makes you lesser than what you've already grown from. So that's my YouTube video for today. I want to, like I say, do more as I feel inspired to do more. So today is like I say, pushing past problems, pushing past professionalism, pushing past anything that's hindering you from making that next step, from pressing that button apply, from pressing that button submit, from pressing the button of complete. And you have to do everything to completion. You have to complete and max out and recover and go do it again. And if you don't get in the habit of applying or pushing yourself and knowing that, hey, I've prepared for this. If if you don't get in the habit of doing that, you would never feel worthy. You would never feel worthy that you've actually did the work, that you know that I've did the hours and the training for this. You will probably end up in a gimme attitude, or an attitude of someone owe me this, instead of the attitude of I worked for this, I've earned this. And those are two different attitudes, two different mentalities. And like I say, I'm Deron Simpson. This is Just Player University YouTube channel. And always keep it champagne, ability to adapt, seek knowledge for self, inspire in spirit.